competitive way. It doesn't mean that we won't use the treaties completely. We'll try to be as close as possible to the Fiore treaties, but also I would like to show some of my interpretation, which are maybe not exactly the treaties, but they are, I believe, in spirit of the Fiore treaties, so it won't be that far. All in all, we would like just to have actions which will really work and will be really similar to Fiore's actions. I know that we have some very experienced fighters, but is it someone who considers himself as a very beginner? Okay, so we have like mixed. It's just for me to know. Okay, so the plan is we will start from more technical exercises that I will be sure that everyone have the base, that we know the base of the actions. Today we will do a bit more technical, but with some task sparrings, and if we have some free time, at the end maybe just free fights. But tomorrow we will do a bit more task sparrings, but trying to use as much Fiore as possible. So what we'll learn today, we'll try to apply tomorrow in our sparrings. So we'll see how it will be with time. If you won't be able to finish everything today, we will finish a bit tomorrow, plus sparrings. So that's basically enough. I have quite a lot of exercises in my phone written, so if I'm checking the phone, I'm not on my Facebook or Instagram, I'm just checking the schedule, because we have a lot of time, but also a lot of exercises. Okay, so I think let's start with very short warm-up, maybe without swords, just to be sure that we are ready for swords. Make a circle, and let's start with some easy stretch, like raise your hands and touch the floor. Rotations forward, very big circles. Other side. Let's do a single leg. I touch the floor, and after that I try to raise my knee. I can also stretch a bit. Change the leg. Okay, I will need someone. So we'll start with the historical base. After that we will add different elements to this. I think we'll skip the Fiore part with one-handed fencing. There is a position for the longa. We have some nice counters, but mostly we fence with these two-handed, so we'll skip it. Maybe if we'll have more time tomorrow, we'll do it. So we'll start with two-handed Giocolardo part. So our base will be the first play when we have swords crossed on the tips. So what's Fiore right? The swords crossed on the tips, yeah, exactly, shows a bit tips up, and it's saying that from this position we can perform direct thrust, the throw, or we can go to the other side to cut to the arm. Of course, it's one of the interpretations, because we can try also from this side and then on. But let's start with only with this. So we are basically in the close distance, just for now, because it's just for first exercise. And close distance, so I can reach my opponent with my hands only, and I can perform thrust to the very basic, and we'll add something else in next exercise. So other, so now you, yeah, exactly, front, or yeah, we don't wear full equipment yet, because we have a lot of time and a lot of exercises, so we'll do it a bit later, not to be too tired after that. Okay? Is it clear? You can choose every position you want for now. We will add specific guards a bit later. We just need this short exchange. Okay, so let's try. So let's do it like that. With your opponent, you say like that. This interpretation. So I can do this and this. But it depends usually what my opponent will allow me to do. So I'm going to cross swords. And now if I feel that my opponent is not fighting with me, I can just attack directly. If I feel that opponent is a bit stronger, right? Or maybe push me, just a little bit. It don't have to be like that. Just a little bit. I feel that leg is strong. If I will go through, will push it, then I can cut to the arm. So now we have decision. So I'm just touching the leg, and I try to understand. I feel weak leg, or I feel the strong leg. To the other side. I present my point and then wait. If I win, we can finish it. And again, we just touch to understand what's happening. And just touch. So now with the moment of crossing swords. So we are not crossed. I'm just going to touch and then change. Here or let's go. Like a bit two fencers in position maybe like ground, so the point is up, but let's change it a bit for another interpretation, because we said that whenever the swords are crossed, I can do this and this. So let's assume that it doesn't have to be exactly this position. It can be, for example, point in line. So it can be costa breve, when arms are close to the body, or costa longa, when they are a bit extended. It doesn't matter for now, but I have the point here, so I would like to do something with it before I will take any action. So we'll start with a bit bigger distance. So we have opponent on me. I can start with mesa porta de ferro, so middle iron leg. When my opponent is down and my right foot is forward, and I would like to prepare to step. I'm going to move my sword first, it protects me, and after that I'm going to touch the opponent's leg. Yes? And I'm still in the distance where I will need short footwork to reach my opponent. So if my opponent is weak on the leg, I can apply this short lunge, for example. Or if my opponent will be strong on the leg, I can try to cut with the arm. So let's also notice that we have different kinds of protections here. So when I'm attacking directly, I'm just closing the line of my crossguard while protecting. But for the arm, I don't want to go very deep, because I can get it somewhere here. So if my opponent is attacked on the arm, I would like to retreat with the distance, or maybe with distance and parry, so it will protect me against any attack. So for arm, be a bit further. Arm is a bit closer for you, aggressere, or this is aggressere, or this is, and aggressere, then I have aggressere, 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 aggressere. And we can also passare into another, so we say cross steps forward and backward, and of course the rest. So basically we have like aggressere and aggressere here, and after that short aggressere, which can be considered as a short lunge. So, step forward with back, I check the intention, I feel the opponent switch, I straighten my arm stacks, and I can finish it with short lunge. Or you can do it with step, it doesn't matter. Or if my opponent is strong with the leg, I will try to cut it directly. If I feel that I can't reach it, okay, I can do very short lunge, just not too much, not too deep, and after that I can retreat to any moment. So let's do all the side. So you can start with, let's try to adapt some Fiore's guards. So cross the sword, exactly. You know, even push it a bit so you can trust. And you can also do it with cross step, it's fine too. And if I'm strong, exactly, we are going to the side. Let's try it, guys. Fiore, as a treatise, is a bit complicated because he doesn't explain a lot of basic things. He's just saying that whenever our swords are crossed on the tip, you can do this and this. But how it happened that it crossed, we have to try to figure out. Yeah? We can think about it and have our own interpretation, or we can use descriptions from the other parts of the treatise. And very often we have like tips, for example, in the descriptions of the guards. Like this guard, for example, can do this and this and this, so that means that it can happen in different situations. But a lot of things we just need to figure out our own. So we can assume now another situation which can lead us to this point in crossed swords. That we are, for example, in posta di donna. So I think like very specific guard in Fiore. So this one with some rotation, sword on my shoulders. So now with my left leg forward. Now we can do it in this technical exercise, like in a very Fiore way. So we turn a bit and we look very powerful. Later in sparring, we will change it a bit. Because usually during sparring, we don't need that much force. We don't even want to hit our friends with sword that strong. So we can do it just faster, changing it a bit, leaning a bit forward. But now we can both stand in posta di donna. We have a few donnas in Fiore treatise, so you can adapt whatever is more comfortable for you. There is like higher one. When I look on my opponent, like under my arm, there is a bit more comfortable when my arm is a bit lower. It can be also posta di donna with directed up, so more like that. So you can choose whatever is comfortable for you. And now we can both, but from bigger distance, go to hit from this, like preparational hit. We just want to check each other. So I'm going and you are going too. And we have our swords crossed somewhere on the tip. And from this position, one can try to finish it with direct thrust or cut. So maybe at first let's start to be a bit easier because we have a bit different context to find the distance, just to prepare the cross on the tip, and after that you can finish with the thrust. If you feel that you can reach your opponent, you can add, for example, cross step, or you can even add short lunge. So, so for example, I'm starting this, so when you see that I'm starting my cut, you are going to do it too, and from this position you will finish it. Okay. So from the other side, now you start, I'm going to do, exactly. So let's try it, guys. another interpretation is like, now totally interpretation, not in the treatise, but still I think it's possible with spirit of the Fiore actions. So it will be first Fiore play as a beating of the blade. So Fiore has actions like beating on the blade, calls it rebatare, so it's like hitting to displace the sword. Later we will do, for example, for tusk, we have exactly this movement, but we can try to do it also from Porta di Ferro, Iron Gate. So we can just hit to the opponent's sword and hit to the head. So it's like the first play described. After your swords are crossed, you can hit opponents to the arm, or you can thrust. So here will be again, you can hit opponent's arm, or you can thrust. And it's like described like after swords are crossed, you can turn the sword and hit from the other side. But it depends a bit on translation, and it depends a bit on manuscript, because we have 4 Fiore manuscripts, and we have some changes. So it's not completely sure if it's other side, and turning the swords in here, or maybe turning the swords is this. It would be like volta, stabile, in Fiore, and hit from the other side. So we can try. It's only idea. I think it will work later in our sparring exercises. So now let's do. I can hit and tap to the arm, or I can hit and thrust, or I can do both. I can hit to the arm and thrust. So I'm in the safe distance for now. I can hit to the arm without approaching, or with very, very short half step. And after that I can hit and thrust. So let's do in different combinations. Just be careful not to hit to the fingers. I can only hit and cut on this hand, it doesn't matter. I can do direct thrust, because it's also crossing the sword, just it happens for a very, very short period of time. Or I can do both, I can hit to the arms and thrust. So on the other side, so now and here Porta di Ferro will work very good, because I have strong beat. Because of course we can stand like that, both, just this beat is not very strong. And from this position I can displace it. Cut, like that. Thrust. So let's do this. When we have new exercises, we can gather a bit closer, because I know that my voice is not very loud. Maybe usually it can be specific on the gym. And also I know my English is not perfect, so if you don't understand something, you can always ask, or I will try to do it a different way. Okay, let's go to the second play, right? So second play will be sword crossed in the middle. So something happened that we are closer a bit to our opponent, but not in the close combat distance. So gioco largo is generally the fight when I can hit my opponent, but I can't reach him. And gioco stretto, when I can reach with my arms, his sword or his body, and rather it's about body. So now we will have swords crossed in the middle, but without possibility to reach the body of the opponent. So let's imagine situations like that. I will be in Porta di Ferro, but now tutta Porta di Ferro, so full iron gate, so with my left leg forward and sword like down. And you can be in Posta di Donna, so the position we already be. And now it will be direct attack from Posta di Donna to the head with passing step. You can finish it just in your facing position, or you can do it with short lunge. So with crossing step, it will be very deep. So let's do like that. First attack lands on the head, just to be sure that we do it in the real distance. And another attack, I will parry And in this position, in this moment, when my opponent attacks with very deep attack, and I will parry this, probably our swords will cross somewhere in the middle. So, first attack, you want to have landed, exactly, very nice. And you come back, and now we have another attack, which I would like to parry. And from this, we will go a bit to the side, with riposte to the arm. Okay, so you can go with short traverse. So if my left foot is forward, I just go a bit to the side or a bit forward, just not completely on my opponent, because I don't want to go to close combat. I can go a bit here, and from here I have opponent open to cut to the arms. And now I know that some people who do German school would like to finish it with kind of Rumkau, maybe, so maybe something like that. But in my opinion, it should be rather I would like to try to hit here, because I'm a bit protected by my sword. And after that, there is another element of this game that I can finish it also with thrust. So with cut and thrust, I can close the line. And if I will be like that, it will be a bit more difficult, but also possible. So let's try that. First hit landed. Yes, very nice. And another hit. At first I will parry. After that I go a bit to the side. And if I stand like a bit frontal position, I can just use this. I can go with this leg backward again, finish it with the thrust. So my movement is like parry, cut to the arm, going to the side, and thrust. So let's do it on the right. I cut you. So now you can lower your exactly. So my first hit is going to land, and my other hit is going to be parried. And thrust after that. Yeah. And so you can close the line here, or if you feel that the sword is still threat, you can just hit it. Is it clear? Now let's try. It's even a bit too easy. So let's try now to perform parry with this step side like immediately. So I'm waiting for my opponent, and when I finish, I'm just going to the parry, and you can choose if you will finish it with thrust or cut with thrust. There is also one more way to versatile, that when you hit to the arms, you can slice it. Yeah? So you can go like that. So like just do it carefully, not to hit to the fingers. So if by any reason maybe it's more comfortable for you, or just it happens like that, but it's more like that, so you are not maybe protected by your guard, but you can still hold the opponent's arms and slice it, and it will protect you. Or if you will be able to, if you will manage to hit and keeping your guard on this side, guard will protect you, and you are protected when you will perform stop thrust. So, new element is let's try to do it in one moment. Waiting, I just go to the side with parry. Okay? So let's try. Now we will go in the direction to make it even more smart than you. Because it's like, for me, it's a situation which is completely inspiring. So my opponent attack, I can parry with close, my parry will be strong, and if you parry, I have my opponent open for my repulse. But let's try now to make it a bit more difficult to parry by changing a bit this posta-vidona, as I said at the beginning, to the position which will be maybe a bit more effective in parry. So as I said, Fiore shown us a bit turn, also like that, so I'm not very turn, but my sword is also a bit rotated. And it's understandable, because he wanted to hit the opponent with full force, to just make it killed, to finish the fight. But now when we want to just fight to hit each other without hurt each other, we can do it a bit lighter, but faster. So usually during sparring we will have opponents which hit us fast, not with completely full force. Yes? So let's try to make it a bit shorter. You can have your arms a bit there, or you can have it closer to the body, whatever will be more comfortable for you. So from this position, I will have a bit more force. From this position, I will be a bit faster, but now we don't have to be turned with our body. It will be important not to have arms forward, because I will get the counterattacks on this. So here, if arms are there, they are protected. They are a bit hidden. Or somewhere here, when I have it close. It's not so easy to hit to the arms. And now I have opponent who stands in the iron gate. It can be like this full iron gate with left leg forward. And we can close this stance. And from this, I would like to hit my opponent before he will be able to take a bar. So I would like to do it fast with the tip before it will be barred. So now we can try to bar this. And I'm just trying to hit. So I have to relax. So this is close distance. It's very difficult for defender. In a moment, we'll do it from bigger distance. It will be more challenging because I would like to focus completely now not on the legs, but on this movement. Yes, so just push. Think about the tip. Tip has to have increasing speed. It has to go directly, so I can do it slowly. It has to be immediate increasing speed. So from the other side, now I'm waiting. You can check the distance, so I will be able to hit. Okay? Very good. Now without. Very nice. Okay, so you can try. Now focus on the arms, okay? Like 5 times each and we'll go to the next. We'll have a bit bigger distance. So distance, I do step backward. So now I can't reach it just straightening my arms. But if I will lean my body a bit, I should be able to do it. So this is like for me a good distance to direct attack. So I can be now in this specific situation, in the distance when I will just go and hit. It's another situation, yes, so with increasing speed, and now we want to have like one quick acceleration. So it's like here I'm checking if I'm able to hit here. Okay, I'm able, just I'm not able to keep the stable posture just like that. I can go backwards now because I'm leaning forward. So to keep my posture, I need to go with my step. So it will make me stable. So now, again, in the situation, an opponent tries to parry this, and I just try to go directly. Here I can't, but here I can hit. And from the other side. So now I'm waiting, you can check, yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, very nice. So this has to be increased, so maybe not like that, but rather think about this. So, okay, let's try the next. Real attack, let's try real defense. So we'll try to parry this with our try to perform our second play. So the opponent who really wants to hit me, and I really want to defend against. So now, as I said on the first exercise, like parry will be the most important. If you will be able to parry and go backward, full. But generally parry will be my main defense. This is addition. So I won't be able just to go to the side and I'm going to hit here. No, you chase it and I will get the seat. So this is my main defense, and this is addition. Does not to go somewhere to the close combat, that would be to have space between me and my opponent and to have clear riposte. Okay, other side. Tapping. Just careful with this. Yeah, very nice. So, after parry, you just have to hit what's possible. If you are a bit further, it can be arm and you can finish it fast. If your opponent performs just longer attack, deeper, you can just riposte to the head. Is this clear? Okay, so let's try 5 times. So, same, but with something which is not described for the strategy. But again, I think it's strongly Fiore's spirit. We do the same exercise, same technique, but we set fine. So, steps to the sides are very often described in Fiore, but sometimes it makes it a bit more difficult. Okay, if my opponent go very, very deep, it will be useful because I will avoid the clash with you. But I can have the same going backward, and finally I will be able to perform it in a very similar way. So I will be able to deflect the blade, and because the distance will be a bit bigger between me and my opponent, I can hit the arm, and I can thrust or whatever I want. So it will make my parry much easier, because here, waiting in place for my opponent, if he is very fast and has good skill in increasing the speed of the point of the sword, sometimes it's very difficult to defend from this distance. So now, when I will add a bit distance here, and I will riposte the hands and after finish it with thrust. Okay, I'm losing a bit some space because, like, when I'm going to the side, I have a lot of space here to riposte the hand, the head, or the thrust. Here is a bit tighter, but still I'm able to deflect it, hit quickly, and add the thrust. So the same exercise here and now parry is very, very easy. I can riposte to the hands. And I will finish with this. Other side, I'm attacking. You are in Counter-counter-riposte. Okay, so my attack, push the backward. If I'm close, you can even thrust without step. Just now, defend not with the passing step, but with the usual fencing step. Because it will make you to be a bit further from the opponent, but if you will go with long step, it can happen that you won't be able to respond. So we would like to, when you attack, we would like to go with small step, and be able to hit, and again, if I will be very, very far from my opponent, okay, I defended myself, but I waste the opportunity to boost. So let's try this last exercise. The sword. So we can also perform it. And it can work in sparring, but with some specific circumstances. We'll try to explain it a bit later. So let's do it again like that. So with context. The attack from the posta di donna and my parry. And I parry it in place now. Because if I will go backward, it will be a bit further. So now I want to be close from this. I would like to grab it. And now it will be important not just to grab and hit, because my opponent can still parry this. Yeah, exactly. So I would like to pull the sword somewhere here. And now it will be a bit more difficult to parry, but still my opponent can defend himself, grabbing my arm. So that's why I would like to retreat a bit. And after these two actions, I can hit. So I'm waiting, I'm grab the sword, pull it down, and retreat. So I don't want him to grab. So these were two most common situations in sparring when we try to perform this technique. It's like opponent is still able to fight here and parry, and after that he can grab our arm. So parry, grab, pull it down, retreat a bit, and after that when your opponent chases you, you can chop his arm, you can hit to the head, whatever you want. So one more time. That is the thrust. So other side, I attack, you can parry, grab it, pull it down a bit. Yeah, it can even happen like you pull the opponent with thrust. It can be quite spectacular, just be careful without full equipment. So after grabbing it, pull it down, yeah, you can retreat just a little bit. It can be even with cross steps, because it will be stronger. Yeah? You will just pull your opponent with yourself, and after that you hit. One more time. So my hit, parry, grab, pull it down, retreat a bit. Yeah, and after that, so you can have your sword hidden here, so I can't grab it. And now I'm in a very, very bad position. So nice. So let's try. Let's do one more, and we connected with this one. So another thing which we try to understand during sparring, why my opponent is staying in this position after hit. So I hit to the parry. So it's possible for my opponent to grab the sword. So why I'm staying in the position when the opponent can grab the sword? So in our interpretation, it's the opponent who, or he attacked very strong and he loses his balance, and it's just possible to grab because he's trying to stabilize his posture, or it's the situation when my opponent wants to hit me again. For example, after this, he tries to push the sword somewhere here. It's not actually described in Fiore treatise, I didn't find something like that, but it happens very, very often in sparring. Yeah? So everyone who has false edge hits. So now we can try this. I hit the parry and I just try to reach the head. But now if we push just a little bit more to the side, we can still parry this with very short movement. And this is very good position to grab the sword. Yeah? Because my point is lower, it's very close to the body, it's very close to the arm, so it will make it very easy to perform. So now let's add this one element. So I attack, and I'm not just staying. I want to push the sword and hit. And from this position, exactly, you can grab it and pull it down, and you can retreat. Exactly. So it's not the opponent who's just waiting for us to perform the technique. The opponent who has his plans. Just here again. And be careful. So now be sure that you protected completely, that the sword is controlled. Yeah? Because usually after doing the parry, sword do something again. Yeah? So you have to feel this pressure that opponent started to another technique. So fair hit, hit, yeah, even a bit, just a little bit longer, just to be sure that sword's not moving. So it's completely stopped. So here, and now, exactly. Very good. So this technique is just accessory for us. You can do it in other way. It can be like that with true edge, or like that with false edge. It's just we simulate any situation. Okay? So let's try. It will happen that, for example, I parry your attack, I grab the sword, but I was too slow and you grab my sword too. Okay, so now we are in this situation, and it's again not described in the Fiore treatise what to do, but when we try to figure out what we can do, we realize that I I should leave my sword in this situation. I'm just a bit afraid about the floor. So I can do it like that. You can keep it. You can keep it because my opponent is still holding this. Just it's heavy here. I'm just leaving it. And now I can grab his sword on the blade or to the handle and just pull it on my to me. So like that. So now I'm in good position. One more time from the 0. I grab it, but you grab it too. And I can just take. Okay? So of course we can try to perform something else, but otherwise it's like a bit difficult. Who will be stronger? Yeah, because I can try to just pull it, and it was one technique. Yeah, exactly. You can try to kick, but if you'd like to finish it technically, so we can. I just try to pull it a bit on me, just maybe not completely to the side, a bit like up here. Should be possible. So try to other side. I attack. You grab my sword, but I grab you too, and now leave your sword. Exactly. Exactly. And here I can't. Yeah. So from maybe the person who has this sword can just raise the arm a bit, not to hit the floor. So let's do it one more time. So I attack, you grab, I grab. Exactly. So let's try.
I'm interested in how that would be scored in competition, because technically you're disarming yourself first.
It depends on the rule set. So I'm not sure how it.
Well, the disarm only scores outside of a grapple, so as long as the grapple continues.
Aha, okay. So if
There's also a rule of cool. It looks good, so okay.
Yeah. So if you will do it very quickly, the moment of disarm is very short. But if you will just leave your sword and your opponent will retreat, that means that you probably didn't do the technique very properly. Of course, it's not easy to perform on competition. It's not maybe the most competitive technique, but still it can happen. Whenever you will try to grab the opponent's sword, he can grab your sword too. So let's try. Peasants now. It's a counter, a very strong draw when the opponent attacks, but it doesn't control the strength of the attack of his body, which makes him a bit leaning forward, unstabilized. So let's assume that you attack from both sides, and I would like to parry this. You can choose. Maybe it will be the easiest skill from Punta. So full iron gate. I just remind, full iron gate is when my sword is low and my left foot is forward. Middle iron gate is with my right foot forward. So I will try to do it full iron gate. So I'm waiting for the attack, and I just parry this. And after the parry, I would like the opponent's sword to slip to the side. So I can do it like in one moment, like go to the side. But I think the easiest way to learn it at the beginning will be to stop in this moment, and after that I create the slipping movement, and I go to the side with the balls. Okay, so I'm waiting a bit, I parry, the parry is the most important, and after that I go to the side. So I can't just do it like that, because he will hit my head. I have to do it a bit to the side. And I go to the side too. We completely protect. After that I can try to do it fast. So you can really try to hit me. Yeah, very nice. Parry, I go to the from the other side, I attack. Yeah, very nice. That's why it's a bit easier to learn it with parry at first, because if we will go immediately to the side, we will just show our intentions probably. Yeah. And now and after a few repetition just in slower way, you can just try to increase the speed. Just be careful when you're increasing the speed, not to parry this like that with your fingers. So I can try to parry. I would like to go through the ground in this position and here. Or I can go just a little bit like that. Just my arms have to be to the side, not to get hit to the arms. Okay, so let's try a few times. Okay. So it can happen because the movement is very powerful and looks very cool, but it can happen that it's a bit wide during sparring sometimes. But we have still nice alternative from Fiore. So when I parry, they are back, and I go to the side, and my opponent is trying to hit me with like retreating somewhere here. I will just leave the opportunity to hit him here. I will just go to the parry, and after that I can finish or with thrust or also with cut with false edge. And it's still Fiore's idea. So I can here I parry this. I can even beat it a bit to the ground. So here my opponent is completely unprotected, so I can finish it. However, I think the thrust will be more lethal, but cut will be a bit faster. And other side, and I come back here exactly. So we have to quickly, we won't be able to hit and parry. It's short movement and quick. So our opponent can still reach us. Of course, we can assume that we will hit stronger, but let's assume that we would like to not get any hit. Nice, very good. So I do something like that. I hit, and after that I come back to the false edge. One more time. Nice, very good. So let's try. And go to the side. Get a bit more space. We will just do that. No, but if let's so if he cut. So we can try to change the position. We'll do more exercises from this position, but now only Colpo vilano. So here we have iron gate, big iron gate, because right is forward. But I will change to the left. I have boar tusk. Yeah, because George described that the attacks are similar to attacks of the animals born which can hit with the tusk. So from this position, when I will be attacked from the posterior ground, I can defend myself with a bit other parry named finestra. So the chart of the window. The window because I'm just looking on the opponent to this space like the window. So here we have the ground, from that posterior tale. Here we have the finestra. So from this position, finestra will be a bit more good. But from this, we have to do it like a circular movement, which will make it a bit longer. Still possible to perform, and with like special additional beating attitude, but a bit longer. So if we would like to do it short, quick, for task, yes. I'm waiting, I'm going to finestra, and I go with my Colpo vilano to the other side. So it will be useful because if we always do it inspiring from one side, always going to this side, my opponent expects this again. So we can handle it in any way. And if I change the positions, and I have two possibilities when I will go, it will make it a bit more difficult for the opponent. Parry, be sure that it's real parry, and after that let's go to the side. So let's try it another way. Yeah, exactly. So now it's now attack, parry, and full, one time, So now let's do only this as a parry-riposte without this additional beating the play, okay? Just to have alternative. Well, yeah, now I need groups of 3 people. So not in pairs, but in 3-person group. So like small groups. So you can just create small groups of 3 people. Because we will try to perform our Colpo vilano in a bit different condition. I sometimes do it on our trainings, just to make it maybe a bit more interesting, adding some special context. Maybe let's do. So now we have maybe 2 guys maybe on this side of the part of the hall. And you can go there. Even so now, I perform Colpo vilano seeing my opponent attacks me. So you attack me, I perform Colpo vilano. And whenever you see that we are started, you are slowly going with your attack. So I'm ready for another one. So you can do it in both ways. Whatever will be more comfortable for you, but it very often happens after first Colpo vilano that I finish with the sword on the other side, that this with finestra will be more comfortable for me. But of course you can do it however you want. You can do both on the same side. Just don't go too fast, just treat it as maybe additional motivation, but don't run on the opponent. So I'm just waiting. Close and I'm ready from the other. So let's go like that. So you are a bit closer to me, a bit closer, just to have some time before he will attack me. And now, very good. So let's try it times. Just a play, okay? The hit was Scambiare Punta, so exchanging of the thrusts. Now, we will land the thrust and need a bit more protection. It's basically kind of counter-attack to the thrust, but you can do it in a few different ways. So let's start with maybe the easiest way, just to use a bit. This. So the opponent will stay in long guard, posta longa. It can also simulate the situations when he finished his thrust, when he's during his thrust. And let's go from mezza porta di ferro, just a little bit to the side with the thrust. So I'm going to the thrust and I go a bit to the side. Only this one. I start with my arm and I go a bit to the side. To the other side. So now you lower your point. And now let's try to do it like without bind and thrust. I just think about thrust. I don't think about bind. Of course it will happen for a second, but it's not like parry-riposte. It's not like bind and thrust. It's like direct thrust, which is taking the opponent's sword away a little bit. So I'm just going direct. Yeah, very good. Cool. Let's do maybe 5 times and we'll go. It works a bit better when the thrust is directed to this moment, to it lower. It's not so easy to exchange the thrust when thrust is very high. And then like the thrust too. Okay, maybe you have it, maybe I will thrust there. Of course there are other positions that I can try to perform. But exchanging on the thrust is like usually it goes. If you look on the Fiore's exactly. Illustration, it's like something like that. Yeah. And so the thrust is on the face of the torso, but this attack is a bit lower. So let's assume that we have thrust to the belly. So I'm just waiting for the thrust, I'm just getting this. Yeah, exactly. I'll just go to the side. Arms starting. Arms are the most important. I can use it with my arms only. And during the sparring it will happen very often. It will be the fight who will straighten his arms first. But as I said, at first let's try to do it like more in the first way. After that we will add some maybe changes. So I just want to press my arms and go to the side. Be sure that I'm protected. So I'm protected by my sword and by my step. So to the other side, I'm just going to thrust the belly and then go. Right. That's it. Some movement. Whether we do perform or we need time. Do we need more time? Yes. Okay, so maybe let's have a few more repetitions. Find the proper moment. So let's do it like that. Now I will lead. So we are walking. You can have iron gaze. So you will have your point low. It will also give special attitude that this exchange of the thrust, as named, you will be a bit stronger from this position. Yeah? Because you will beat a bit my sword with your sword. It doesn't mean that it has to be push and attack. It's like we think about immediate attack, but we have a bit possibility to move the opponent's sword. So I'm leading and we just walking. So when I'm going forward, you retreat and you come to me and we can walk a bit, a few steps, and in one moment I will attack. Yes? So this is the moment when we would like to perform our match. So now you can choose between doing it only with your arms or doing it with the side step. Okay? Because I understand that side step is generally poor, but in some situations it makes it much more difficult to perform. So you can also, if you have fast hands, you can perform it in hands only. Just in this situation, short lunge can be used. So we are just walking. Very nice. You can learn this thrust. Okay? So let's add some footwork. It makes it more complicated, but more natural. Closer to sparring situation. Do it as counterattack during the opponent's attack. We can also try to do it breaking the preparations. So directly is the opponent who will try to prepare some attack. To prepare attack, the opponent will step forward. And this is the moment when I can attack. So this is very similar, just a little bit different. Because now I don't trust in the moment of the opponent's attack, I trust in the preparation. It will be even more useful to do this. You can just have to be relax with your hands. Yeah, so they don't have to be straight. They can be bent a bit. It's before the attack. Because the opponent will just come closer, just lunge the attack. But the distance is still too big to attack, so it becomes closer and I perform my attack. So again, you can thrust to do it small step backward, small step to the side, or just go directly to your opponent. From the other side. So I'm just falling. I'm not attacking now, but my body is on my opponent because I just wanted to prepare the attack and push it forward exactly. And during my preparation, I get to stop thrust. Okay, so let's do precise training. So both can thrust directly. We don't do feints. I can just thrust directly. Let's assume that we have two guns. You can do middle iron gate, so right forward and slow point down. Or I directed to my opponent. So I can switch between them too. And now both like to thrust. So we can use our footwork. If I see thrust, I can retreat if I'm not ready to take this action. Or since the thrust, I can just perform my counter-attack just to protect myself and try to hit my opponent. Or I can plan my own attack. So I can just come, I can change the cards, I can just come and thrust. But of course, during my preparation, my opponent can thrust me too. So we are just walking, footwork is free, and we just try finish. Yes. So let's try it, okay? So this is the same. Okay, so we did like basic standard shape of the thrust, which is in my opinion very effective in sparring. Mostly we can interpret it as a counter-attack, so opponent's attack and thrust during this. But if he didn't finish his attack yet, he just tried to prepare. We can also break it. I think it's close to the what Fiore made in his treatise. But we can add some another situations which can happen during sparring. Can we go? So let's assume that it will be similar, but we have the opponent who attacks, for example, with the short lunge and thrust, and I just retreat, just to protect myself with step backward, and now I have the point presented, and my opponent in the position when his posture is a bit weaker, because he's extended. So now I can try to go through this to the attack. So now I would suggest, again, as I said, the basic Scambiare Punta. We step to the side. But now we are changing the game a bit. We are going to other interpretations. So now I would suggest to retreat, and after that we have to go directly to our opponent, because we increased the distance. So now we have to decrease it a bit. And here, during sparring, during competition, it works very well with flash. Or with just passing step attack, but of course you can do it with lunge too. I'm waiting for the attack, I'm retreating, and after that I'm going to my opponent. And very often when my opponent is in lunge, his body is a bit lowered. Yeah? So his point is a bit lowered, so even if he thrusts somewhere to the chest, the point will be a bit lowered, and it's easier for me to perform the thrust. Of course, it can happen also that thrust like that, so maybe this technique in this situation won't be ideal, but in case of just direct thrust with arms extended, it will work. So I defend with the distance, retreat, my arm starting. I'm taking the center line and just using the back. Okay, so to the other side. So I attack, you can be exactly in the iron gate. If you want, you can also try to do it with full iron gate, you work too. And it's even a bit stronger, because in Fiore's treatise, full iron gate is described as pulsativa. So guards described as pulsativa it means that they are powerful. Posta di donna is pulsativa and full iron gate is pulsativa. So we have turn of the hips. Here our attacks are even stronger. Of course, there are also minuses. Usually the attack is a bit longer. Yeah? I need more range to reach my opponent. But it will work from both. From full iron gate or from middle iron gate. As you prefer. I just attack. And then go after directly, like not bite and attack, just directly, and you just take my sword with you. Yeah, exactly. So I don't have time. I can even try to retreat. But if I want to take a parry, I got this. Let's try. So retreat and thrust. And what's in sparring circle? make him attack. So we can use another footwork. So I will try to make him attack using Halfsword. So I can even do it with some appeal. Yeah, exactly. Very often he sees the opportunity because I'm closer, but still it's only half step. So I didn't move all my body forward because it will make it difficult to retreat. I just go with front forward, and after that I'm going to use my rear leg to retreat. So I can't do long half step because it will be difficult to retreat. I can do small half step, but with appeal, and after that rear leg retreat. I make my opponent back, so half step and retreat. And after that, try attack. So here. If the distance will be too big, because you won't react, okay? It's not real situation. But if I will be too close, I will get this hit, I won't be able to retreat. So you have to find proper distance when your opponent reacts, but you are able still to retreat. And after that, very important, when the sword is here, I have to start with my arms. Because if I will go like that, I can still get it. So let's do it slowly. It's a half step, fast retreat. So here, this is like accessere and decrescere. Okay? So it will be accessere and decrescere will be a bit better than passare and tornare because they are short. I can do it very quickly and shortly, and with passare and tornare it will be a bit too long. So I'll step forward, and after that rear leg back, and like a full step back. So to the other side, I'm just waiting for the half step. And after that, nice. Again. Very good. That was very good. Is it clear? Let's try. If something is unclear, then... So, now we can make our opponent to attack us, performing like appeals. We can of course do it some jumps or something like that. But after some time, my opponent won't react on this. So he knows that this is bait. Yes. Now I can use it also to come a bit closer, yeah? Because full step is always a bit risky. I can get counter-attack, of course from the bigger distance I have to prepare with full step. But now when distance is very, very close, I don't want to risk too much. I would like to be a bit further. So now I can, usually when I start my attack, usually start with my arms. Not like that. But now I do opposite. I can just simulate that I will do again something like that. But from this I will finish my attack. I had this and it don't react. Okay, so I can go and thrust. So I have possibility to steal few more centimeters to get him. Probably in the last moment he will see that I'm close, so he will launch his counter-attack. So I have to be first. Dangerous. I have to be first with my arm. So I can't have it bent all the time. In specific moment, I have to just straighten it. So I can't do like that. I can't finish fully this movement. So when you feel that I'm in the distance, you can thrust. Okay, very good. Okay, straighten your arms. So from here, I'm a bit high. It's a bit further. So it will be a bit more difficult. And here I'm still stealing some distance. Oh, I can trust. Okay, and from the other side. So start with your leg, like come a bit closer, but before you will finish the step, you have to straighten the arms and finish it with a lunge. Yeah, very good.
That was good thrust, that was on the hand. One more. Start with the leg. Yeah, very good.
So we are stealing some distance, but we have to launch real thrust before our opponent will see that we are closer, because he can close the line first. Is it clear, or should I show something else? Let's try, okay? This is a specific kind of attack, a specific kind of lunge. It's called lunge with increasing speed. And we are going and attack. So I'm starting with my leg, because the distance is bigger. Because we attack with increasing speed, usually not with the direct distance. Because from here, I should go like with one tempo. I should go directly, because if I will prepare in this distance, and my opponent will just straight his arm, he will win the exchange. Because it's too close distance to do such things. So from a bigger distance, my attack would be short. I can prepare it and finish. So it's lands with increasing speed, but we can do it also on the other way. Maybe kind of two-tempo lunge. So you are going and you are just like slightly touching the floor. But you can again lunge. And it's just a tip how you can finish it. You can experiment with it later or tomorrow when you class Paris. We won't do it as an exercise now. But you can remember, you can all start with the leg, but your arm have to go before leg will touch the floor. So this is first. Here, and I straighten it before it will touch the floor, not like that. Because I'm already close to my opponent without attacking him. So I'm in danger, and I didn't break the leg. So you can do like that, or if you can use it a bit like that. Now let's try it again. Again, same condition. You can use falsa, red, or counter-counter-riposte. But now we have a bit more tools to find. So now, again, I do not parry. We just use the distance or direct thrust. But now we have, for example, when you attack, I can retreat and attack. I can prepare with Halfsword. I can make my opponent attack. Or if it's not there, I can finish. Yeah? So we are fighting, yeah? And we try to use the techniques we perform. If you happen to, sometimes if both straighten the arms in good moment, we'll just go to the clash and to the cross combat. Let's not fight now, let's not waste the energy in close combat. Later we will try to figure out what to do according to Fiore. One more time. And we, of course, we can do also with passive step attack. Okay, let's try. Here both are fendente directions. You can do full cut. You can do cut when you stay in the central line and go to the other side. You can also posta di donna from the other side, on the left shoulder, so you can go in one position, another, and just for more warm up, do the sword again a bit. You can also go with the guards like crown or finestra, so you can do it as Parry-riposte. Some footwork, forward, backward. Okay, so tiny cuts, they're upwards. Cut with through edge, you can cut with false edge. After finishing my fendente cut, I can cut with false edge. So tano. Sami cuts, so this one we do it on different heights. You can mix them all, and then there's the time, with different variations, and then there's the time. Puntas, so thrusts, different angles, or higher, lower. That. Now I'm going to straight my leg forward, and after that, straight my arms and leg. Lunges. All. Lunges to the side. Reverse. Start without heavy equipment. So let's have the masks and let's go to the box. have preparation with Halfsword forward. But we can also use Halfsword backward. So let's assume that we have opponent who has sword on me, and when I retreat, we go forward. Yeah? Not as an attack, just with the step. When I come, you retreat. When I retreat, you go forward. So because I'm retreating, so the opponent taking this place. So he's going forward to have better distance to prepare his own actions. It happens very, very often. I can try to cheat. I can try to do with half step backward, yeah? And exactly, I provoke my opponent to come forward. And after that, I can just lead to attack. So now it will be opposite. I won't prepare with half step forward. My preparation will be inviting my opponent to come forward, to catch him in this distance. So I want him to come here. Because here we are quite far away. If I would attack him, it will be difficult. I would like him to come closer to me, but maybe he don't want. He knows that I'm waiting with something. So I can go. So we can try like that. I'll step backward. I will also a little bit move my balance on this rear leg. Just after that, I have to lean dynamically. Just remember not to lean only with your body, but also with the sword, which will protect you. Because his sword will be ready here too. So we have to close the line. And now I can attack with crossing, passing step, or it's even possible to attack with the lunge. It will be a bit more difficult because if I'm going backward, I will need quite a big stretching to go with lunge. It's maybe not very comfortable, but we can also do it in this way. So half step backward and attack when opponent will be close. And let's try other side. So we will be iron gate. So lower your point. Yeah, iron gate is quite nice here because it's invitation. Yeah? So I'm not threatening with the point to my opponent. I'm just showing, okay, come to me, and after that I have powerful thrust. So you're, yeah, and I'm coming, and now you can beat the sword, but you don't have to, exactly. I would like you to focus on direct attack. So you generally will probably take my sword with you, but it's like secondary mission. You generally think about direct thrust, and you are taking my sword. So one more time, you perform half step backward, I'm coming, and we have thrust, making our opponent come close. Is it clear? Let's try. And finally, we try to perform exchange of the thrust, but something will happen which will make our sword close. So we will add one of the Fiore's play, so probably it will be second play, so we do also Parry-riposte. So let's try like that. Come closer. You can stay in posta breve. So posta breve, I will prefer you can do it with the right foot or the left foot. It will be fine too. And let's have an opponent who attacks with a passing step from posta breve. Yeah? So now I will wait. Now I will go to the side and parry. So we have it, just a bit different context. We will add one more after this. Just now, we won't finish it with the thrust or slicing the arms. After Parry-riposte, we will just come to protect this side with the parry. Okay? So it will be like now real attack, but slower, and Parry-riposte and parry, just to be sure that I won't get this one. So I'm waiting. Okay, and other side, I'm attacking, you can stay in iron gate, which invites me to attack. I'm going, I can go with passing step, parry-riposte, and so it will be good counter against flash in the fight, because very often someone who jump strongly with flash is a bit off the balance. Okay, so when you will hit him, you can do a small step to the side, so even if he will try to run at you, you will just go to the side. When I try to hit again, and the parry should be on the base. Let's try it guys. Similar exercise tomorrow. Like that. So now let's go to the other action, which is the Rompere. So Scambiare and Punta is exchange of the thrusts. Both want to thrust, and just one will be better in better distance, so we have some ideas what we can do on our legs to provoke comfortable for us, distance comfortable for us. Now we Rompere Punta, which will be breaking the thrust. So when we have, it's generally again counter on the thrust, but just to practice this, we can make it as our own attack, and it can work like that also during the fight. We can start with something like posta longa, even so I have a bit more of the thrust, and I can posta di donna. And now my purpose will be to hit the opponent's sword. So in Fiore treatise, it's hit, after which he grabs the sword with his foot. But I don't like it because I don't like to destroy the training swords and also the floor. So we'll do it without grabbing the sword, just immediately with riposte. So I will beat the opponent's sword. I still didn't come too close because I have to be sure that I really hit it. Because it can happen that my opponent is waiting here and he will evade my blade. Yeah, and now bad situation for me. So I would prefer at first be sure that I hit it, and after that with false edge I go to the counter. So it's generally what Fiore described, just he's showing also to grab the sword, and after that to hit to the arms or to the face. So we hit it, and after that cut. So hit and cut. Be aware that beating the blade has to be done somewhere in the middle, between the middle and the end of the sword. Because if I will hit the stronger part of the blade, I won't move it. I will give the gift to my opponent because he will trust me. If I will try to catch only this part, I can easily miss it, or it can be very easy to evade. Yeah? So I have to try to grab it somewhere between middle and the end. This part and similar part of the opponent's sword. I have to be sure that I will hit something. Yes, and after that I will cut. So let's do other side. You can do posta di donna and waiting. I'm going to do this here, exactly. So hit and cut. Very good. Let's try. Now we will do counter. So I'm going to beat the thrust. And we can try to do it with small step to the side. Because it's how Fiore described it. As I said, Fiore very often to different defensive or counter actions, it adds side step just to protect additionally. So it can be a beat and go to the side. If it's quite similar, maybe out and look at the German, but they show similar interpretations. So beat to the side step and cut to the cut with the false edge. Okay, so you can attack me, I'm waiting for this. Of course, you can do it from different positions too. You don't have to be posta di donna. But let's try from this. This is the strongest. And from the other side. So, and posta di donna, the most important will be beating. Okay? So, side step is addition. For additional protection, but you won't be able to just avoid like that. So first is the beat.
It can be also like that. It can be also hit and riposte with size. Very nice.
So let's do the types. It's generally what's described, so we can beat the opponent's point, like beat to the ground, and we can cut the first edge, of course we side step. So now let's assume that the opponent is capable to defend it. It's funny because sometimes during the defense it happens that opponent will not shoot himself here. Or sometimes if you will be able to move my sword, I'm able to land the thrust. Okay? So because this is specific, I'm not going directly here. When even small touch will change the direction of my thrust. But my point is here. So if opponent reacts, I'm still able to land the thrust. But of course opponent can defend against it. So let's assume that we have attack with short lunge. I'm going here, and now we will set the service kind of heavy parry, like that. So now let's have just both to me.
So yeah, so now let's finish on this moment. We will add counter in a moment. So now, and riposte. Exactly. So we can then the cut. So I'm breaking the point. I'm going to cut. Yeah, just don't go faster, because if you will go faster, I can go always somewhere here. So wait for my riposte. Now, yes. So thrust, breaking the point with side step, riposte, and counter riposte from the other side. Maybe one more time. Very nice. Let's start.
I will go to the side with my riposte, and I will try to parry also this with finestra, so this right side parry. Now you can finish it how you prefer, with the direct touch to the head. Sometimes if the sword is higher and the head is protected, you can just beat it to the arm, or if you feel that opponent don't give you space here, you can just do it on the other side with similar movement we did with Colpo di vilano. So riposte can be in different places, whenever you want. The most important is to take this part. I will do here, I parry this, and I try to riposte. So only one element we added is I'm not getting this hit. I just have to go to additional parry. You can do it with small steps to the side. As we know, it's like according to the Fiore, to his spirit, that he likes to go to the side. Maybe in sparring you won't have time, but without side step it will work too. You just need to take parry and still have quite good position, of course, for the thrust. So the cuts will be the easiest. So one more time. Take, parry, and to the other side, I attack. Exactly, it can be from the other side too. Is it clear? Let's start. Elements. But Fiore has another idea for this. You can do it, it would be like less fighting, but I think it's nice curiosity. So if you attack, like here, and you parry this, Fiore is going as Fiore likes, so maybe here we will go a bit more forward, because we are going here to grab the opponent's elbow with our sword. So maybe it will be a bit easier if I will go a bit more forward. Yes? And I try to riposte. I can try to catch my opponent for a moment before he will riposte. I need to find his elbow. Sorry because I accidentally hit you with the opponent, but I think that in this situation maybe it would be a good idea to hit your opponent. Of course, don't do it now because it's not present. So I'm waiting, I can beat, and I can go not completely to the side now, I can go a bit forward. I still try to riposte because it's the easiest way, so my opponent has to protect himself.
And after that, I want grappling here. And I can add my other arm just to slice this rope. Parry, riposte, going forward, grabbing this. So let's try to the other side. So I'm that. Exactly. It can be like that too. So you can still hold the sword with 2 hands. It's completely fine. I think even in sparring it will be easier. And just show the falsa option as a direct strike, relative of the Fiore technique, but you don't need to do this. You can try both. So if you have enough space here with both hands, you can do it like that, it was not very good, or you can try with hands. One more time. Yeah, exactly. And here we have the control. So let's try the times and we'll do some break.
Lopuaku.
It seems a bit like a feint thrust, but in fact it's rather renewed attack when we hit from the one side and we dynamically repeat the attack from the other side. Because Fiore treatise is specific, I didn't find feints in this treatise, so Fiore preferred to close the line or have Parry-riposte or go to the close combat, rather not many feints, but as we know from sparring, feints are very useful, so we will do at first Punta falsa in Fiore manner, but after that we'll try it also as feint. So let's do, maybe I can do. So idea is I'm standing in posta di donna and I can even show it and its best. So like I'm going to hit really powerfully from this side to make my opponent sure that I'm going to choke him, so he will have to protect. So I'm going here, but I can just touching the sword. I'm changing the direction to the other side. And Fiore, I can do it specifically. As I said, at first let's do it according to the Fiore, because he is going to the thrust with the Halfsword. I'm showing very powerful thrust. I'm just touching slightly, and I go to the thrust. I can do it with different steps. So I can go with passing step here, and after that I can add another one. And it will be quite constant. Showing powerful hit, and going to the another. And let's try the other side. I'm just waiting for the attack. I'm parrying it exactly. Okay. One more time. That's it. If arm is high, and it's fine. Fiore shows it with hands low, but it's good. It will be a bit even easier to counter with this position. But to counter this, we have to remember we will have to test also arms high. So if you perform your Punta falsa, so you attack and you go to the other side, I just have to go to the side too, with my arms high and with the hand. So if the swords of the opponent would be low, like that, I would also have to go like that. So we can assume that now let's do with arms high. Just be careful with your arms, but all of you have gloves. Okay. So I'm waiting for the first attack, and after this hit, I'm going here just to break his posture with the thrust, or if I won't be able to perform thrust, I have sword on his arm, so I can finish it with cuts. I'm just waiting. After first touch, I go to the side. So a bit small side step, and I'm going to the Halfsword.
one more time. Parry and remise. So another side. You can be in the lower guard. I will attack you exactly. So here and yeah, and strong arms here. You can even push your arms a bit to the side to be sure that you will close the line for the opponent. Yeah, and with the bottom. I will keep this one. More. Very nice. Let's start. Maybe a bit more fighting. I mean, it's possible. It won't be that easy. So we can do it as renewed attack. And let's do it to the head as a renewed attack, and after that as head. It will be similar mechanics, just a bit different execution. So if I attack, you parry this, so you just go shortly. And after that, I would like to retreat and do the parry, not to get it. And another way will be just as the outside, the parry, but without this healing, so as a usual thing. So you can do both, like 3 times as a renewed attack, 3 times as a feint, because it's very similar. So at first, I'm really attacking. After we hit to the parry, I want to evade the blade, like here, up, and after that cut. You can do it on the forearm if you don't have gloves with mantic. You can do it just carefully, and after that I would suggest to retreat with the crown. What will be important in such an attack, not to come too close. So I attack, I want to hit my opponent, but I don't want to come very deep, because if I'm deeper, this movement will be very, very long. From here, I get to evade like this amount of the sword. And if I will just hit and will cross on the tips, I can do it faster. It's basically like first play, yeah? To get cross on the sandwich on the tips, or even if my opponent grabs me in his middle, my sword touches him only with the tip, so it's much easier for me to evade it than from here. And also from here I will hit, but I will also get hit. So in this, of course, you can do it deeper, going like it's fair or something like that, but let's do it in a more careful way. So one option, I'm going to attack, renewed attack, okay, sorry, parry, and another, it will be just not to the touch, to the blade. So to the other side, I'm just parrying, and after that, and as a feint. Exactly, very nice. Let's do a few times. Maybe 3 preparation, but still, I think quite similar. So we get attack here. So basic, like on floor, like touching the parry and go with the point, with the thrust. And we can, of course, do this thrust. It will be quite long movement, but it works nice from the other side. So if I opponent stands, for example, in Counter-counter-riposte, okay, so usually I have possibility to hit again to the cross guard or just to the behind, and the cross guard to the forearm. Opponent, of course, can parry this easily, and after that I can perform the thrust. So we can try to do it as renewed attack again, as on the Punta falsa from Fiore. So hit to the parry after that thrust, or we can try to do it as a feint, so showing his hand thrust. Of course, I can also try to evade it with the lower line. It will be a bit more dangerous because I'm going with my opponent down, my opponent is aware, yeah, can attack me and he can now sorting forward, because I can have an opportunity to hit somewhere here. I can even hit with short step or half step just to be sure that I can hit here from the position. Don't like it. My opponent parry this, and after that I go to the other side. And again, don't come too close with this first attack, because it will be dangerous of riposte, long movement of the technique of the blade, and I don't have even time, space for thrust. So I want to be on the edge of the distance, I want to prepare it, and after that, thrust. And arms, let's go first. Arms, and after that, the body with the legs. Or I can do it as a feint. So, renewed attack, hit to the parry, or feint, so I'm just showing this, and trying not to hit to the back. So, other side, so we want to hit here, and exactly. I would suggest not to hold with this first hit with passing step, because this is very long, and we would like just to hold a bit sneaky, this first hit. And after that, we can do it better. But this first one, we would like to be at the edge of the distance, like barely hit with the end of the sword. Yeah, exactly. And after that, we can level high. Here and find possible here, but I think it is a bit faster because it requires to pull the arms. This is what usually during fencing is very risky. To pull our arms because it gives the opponent space to straighten his arms and taking the central line. So I prefer to go here than because there are two movements, backward and forward. Here we have making it a bit longer, but one movement still protecting the line with my sword. Can be with here. Okay, one more time. So hit. Exactly. It can be even here. It will work. Okay, let's try it. Okay.
Today it will be last part. We take it from Boar tusk. From the position when my point is down, directed a bit to the left. Fiore shown this also with his elbow raised a bit, but I find it a bit uncomfortable. It can be also because Fiore's swords are a bit shorter than our feathers, which we usually use. So here with this feather, I feel that I will stuck to the floor, so I would prefer to have it a bit more forward. Okay. Next. So let's do three things which we can do from this position. So let's have opponent in the short guard. So exactly like that. Now I would like to perform three things. I can hit with the hands, so I can direct undercut, which is quite strong from this position. It's not like here, from Costa Breve, which is quite light. From here I have full amplitude with this lever, quite powerful. I can do thrust from both lines, which is quite difficult for the opponent doing parry, because I have almost the same movement without evading the blade for both lines. So I can thrust here or here. And when you thrust from this outside line, usually you need to push the guard a bit to the side to close the line. But when I thrust from this side, I'm not going to go with my arms to the side because I not protect myself. And it would be a bit uncomfortable to try to do it like that, but of course it's possible. So I would suggest just go forward, just to take the central line, and that should be enough here. Of course, other options are possible too. For me, it will be the most comfortable. So from here, I can push a bit to the side, and from here, I will go to the center. And I can also undercut. So you can do like few undercuts from this position and few thrusts. To the other side, I'm just standing. So let's do like maybe 5 or 10 times each, different variations. And always a bit risky, go with the arm, but on the hand with the sneaky attack. So we want to try, but you have to do it in good distance. So let's try. So this is my close distance for the head. This will be a bit further, my close distance for the arm. So I can reach to the head, but I can reach the arm because it's a bit closer.
Should I extend more?
You can, but after I will hit you. So this is the case of the exercise. I can even go just a little bit further. I want to be on the edge of my distance.
And now I want to hit, and when you extend your arms, I want be behind the distance. Yeah? So I can here, or I don't want now to go straight and with bent arms. I want to go fully with my arms extended, but be sure that I'm protected with the distance.
Of course, if my opponent will go forward, you can reach me, but I will have some time to retreat. I can't get this first reaction after.
For example, here, I barely can hit, but I can, and after that, yeah, but I only can. So this is the first reaction. If the opponent is
Much taller,
you can try, of course, to bend just a little bit, bend a little bit, and after that, retreat just a little bit with your body. Yeah? So it's also possible, but now let's do it like without steps. So I'm not retreating like that. I just want you to check your maximum distance and be sure that you won't get the hit. One more time. I'm hitting. Yes. And other side. One big hit from the forearm, so maybe a little bit lower. Point. Exactly. So we have a strong hit, and I can hit you, and it's completely.
left side. You can be deep, you can be short, and so you are in the position, something like that, and still can keep this.
So I can be short, but I can go also deep. I would like to try to attack, to still define the distance just in case the opponent will straighten it. It will be a bit more difficult. Yeah? Step on the other side. Very nice.
Just stay for a second, just to check the distance. You can, if you are a bit bent, you can stay, but don't come immediately from the lunge.
We're just checking if we are attacking in proper distance.
Next side. It's quite similar to Boar tusk, and even Fiore claims that they generally do similar things. So during the sparring, you can change these both sides just to confuse your opponent. Just from this position, it will be a bit easier to thrust from the other line, just from here. And both can thrust, both can undercut, but Boar tusk has nice attitude to beat the opponent's sword and cut from the other side. So usually my opponent feels danger rather from this side, because everything will be from this side. If I'm right-handed, my beat and cut, my parry-riposte, my direct attack, and here is a bit different. I can beat the opponent's sword and cut to the arm, because from this, I usually will choose disarm, because this is protected by cross guard, but this is a bit further. Yeah? So if I'm beating from the fourth task, I have this arm which is a bit closer to hit, which we can use. So let's try now like that. Maybe I can beat it from the bigger distance, and after that attack with the short lunge, and after that, to be sure that I'm protected, we can parry this and hit opponent again with riposte. So cut, parry, and boost. Yes, and to the other side. So beat and cut, parry, and boost. Very nice. One more. Nice, yeah, exactly. The same when we beat, we have to really hit the sword. Let's try. So, iron gate advantage.
Miro.
Miro. And because from iron gate, I can thread the point and I can very easily protect with parries. From board task, because I can do parries too, just I can go to Finestra, here, like a bit, just a little bit more time consuming than this movement. Or I can go to Crown too, just with such a circular movement. It will again be a bit longer. But it's nice to know how to defend yourself having point on this side, yeah? Because as we just checked, it gives nice opportunities. So let's have opponent who's standing maybe kind of posta breve, but with point higher. So it will be opponent, yeah, maybe it's kind of frontale, but maybe with the blade on us. Even if it's not completely Fiore, it's like people fight like that very often. So that's why we try to do it. Usually opponent from the tournament will do something like that or like that. Yeah? The most common. So we have cut with the lunge from the head. So I will try to defend. So now at first back with the lunge. Very nice. So now I'm just going to defend. So having the Finestra from this side has this advantage that it's a bit like beating pan. So the movement is quite strong. So I can move a bit the opponent's sword. Of course, I can go from the other side too, if I prefer, just it will be a bit longer. So I'm waiting, Parry-riposte, or from this side to the other side. So during for task, I'm waiting in the position. We can put distance, not too close, not from this distance. For this exercise, I need to do it with lunge. You didn't get the attack, or if you parry it, riposte. Very nice. Just be careful. I know that you parried, but I a bit hurt your gloves. So you can try to turn. Usually with Finestra, I prefer to turn just a little bit my crossguard. These small turnings are named voltas in Fiore treaties. It makes the opponent hit to the crossguard and it's fully protected. Usually it won't be valid hit if you parry and touch here, but sometimes judge will judge with his ears. He will hear something, especially on the lobsters. Yeah? He will say the point. And riposte, exactly, very nice. One more. So let's do a few times, just to protect from both task to parry, okay? So you can have points up or on the opponent, how you prefer. So this side cut the head or thrust, direct attacks. I can undercut, I can thrust from both sides, I can also the opponent's blade, so I will have a bit more. And of course, during the attack, I can parry this and reuse. This side also can parry and reuse. So if we will attack unprepared, just like that, I can easily parry and opponent can reuse. So I can use my guard. So we are walking, as we prepare. I can try to undercut. You of course can protect your hands. Does not give it to me.
So I can try maybe more extended attacks too. If I see the opportunity, I can beat and cut. Of course, all my actions can be defended. But also, if you see that I'm on close, you can also launch your own attack. Exactly. Which I can also fight. So we have like both can attack, both can parry-riposte. The sport task has a bit more options available for attacks. Thrusts, undercuts, and beat and cut. And other side has only direct attack with thrust or cut and parry-riposte. So let's do other side, you are in both task, and I will try to counter this. So lower your hands a bit. Yes. And now we are fighting. I can attack too. It can be double, of course. In this case, it's even a bit more, a bit better for me, because it's thrust against undercut. So let's be careful in both tasks with the distance. Nice. Double was better for me. Maybe if I'm here and you are not sure if I want thrust too, you can try to beat and cut. Okay? It's good protection against my thrust. Just here we have iron blade. So let's fight a bit from board pass. So we will point to this side. And now we will have beat and cut here. Yeah, very nice. Very good. So let's try. Board task from this side, 5 points, and after that change the position. Okay? So as I said before, just repeat a little bit. Not everything would be boring, but just crucial exercises. So we will finish some exercises with board task. We will add some grappling. Much, but few techniques from Fiore which I consider really possible to perform during the fight. And we will have a lot of task sparrings with different variations. With techniques which we already learned, we will try it in different options. So today, last exercise, and we will do some free sparrings, because I really would like to have an opportunity. I came here to fight with you. If someone feels tired, of course it can be done for today, or if you feel tired, just too tired for free sparrings, you can just have some sparrings not with full force, try to apply techniques from today. Just for example, stand on and try some actions and some tasks as you prefer. Can I go? So to develop a bit our board task and beat and cut, opponent will see the pattern. We will do it constantly. So I will beat it and cut, but it's quite easy to parry. So I can beat and cut, yes. And let's do parry maybe with short extra. So first, which I can counter this will be beat and cut, and here is the riposte. So I will do for the counter-riposte. So this will be the first. Other one will be feint. So I will come and I will go to the other side. But at first we counter-riposte. So beat, cut, parry, and release. So at first, beating the blade, I go for the attack. My opponent expects this, so I come back to parry. From the board task and cut to the line. But I defend this and I respond to this. So parry this attack and win the execute. Very nice. Nice. Both feet left. Is it clear? Let's go. Very open. much more effective. When too close, I can get the hit. I will extend my opponent's hit. I have easier fight. Also, if I want to feint, I have more time to choose the proper direction of the parry. So now I will feint. My opponent will, I will beat and cut to the hand, feint for the cut. Opponent will parry with small step back. I'm going here, yeah, small step backward. So here, and after that I'm changing the direction. I can do it with small steps forward, and after that I can raise the blade. So it's similar to kind of interpretation of Punta falsa we did before. That's from other position. Here and feint. And now, because I'm a bit further from my opponent, it will be easier to evade the blade. Because if I will be deep, again it will be difficult here, and I can get counter-attack. So I would like to work with the tip. Of course, you can finish with a thrust too, like here, or even here. So you can try different options. Just our base here will be deep in front. Yes, we force our opponent to take this to counter this. Because it's fast action, it's quite, I call it cheap actions. So it's actions which are maybe not very, very good. I hit key target. So 1 point in forehand, 2 points with Helsinki set. But I don't risk much. I beat in the play, so I rather want to get the thrust. Maybe I will hit it, maybe not, but I make my opponent in danger. He will try to parry this next time. So I'm preparing further feint. Already with parry. Okay. So for tusk, very nice, you can finish it with fresh toe or with passing step. And finish with attack. Nice. Yes, maybe not with this. If you want to lean a bit, you can go with passing step. And finish again. When you do the turns. Lunge or passing step. It will be difficult in place because I'm retreating a bit. You have to prolong it. Footwork. Yeah. After this step, you lunge not only this, you can do another step, you can do lunge, you can do